Alright, PC Greetings YouTubers. So I decided I would start a new little mini-series specifically for you subscribers. So this series is not going to get a whole bunch of views, but it will be appreciated by those who follow me hardcore, I guess. So, I noticed you guys send a lot of comments and questions to my inbox or the comment section or Twitter or Instagram and all that other great stuff. So I decided I would try to answer some of your questions. So from now on, like every few weeks, I'll do a Calvin Answers Your Questions video, and I will answer the questions that you all sent me. So let's just go ahead and knock out some of the ones that you've been sending over the past few weeks. Somebody had asked, what are your thoughts on the Jordan Davis verdict and your thoughts on juror number 8? Okay, as far as the Jordan Davis verdict, I'm not going to run my blood pressure up talking about it, but you know what I think about it. It's just a shame that you can literally get away with just killing people and all the evidence is right there and you get to walk free from that charge. Now, he did get convicted of the attempted murder charges, and that's at least 60 years because it was 3 different people. But, you know, as far as the first-degree murder charge, I think it's bull that basically had he just missed Jordan Davis, he would have been in jail. But because he was successful, he didn't get the charge. And as far as juror number 8, look, Jesus, Lord, look, forgive me for what I'm about to say, but I don't know what overpass they found her living under, but she shouldn't have been on that jury. First of all, like, clearly you can tell something was almost wrong with her, and I don't mean to talk about her because I don't know her from jump, and maybe I'm being real ignorant about it, and maybe I'm being rude, and maybe I don't know her, so I should just shut up about it. But still, you know, when it comes to a jury selection process, the prosecution and the defense, they both have a say in who makes it on the jury. And basically, if you come off as biased or anything, you will not make the jury. So had I been called to jury duty for that case, they would have sent me packing right away because, you know, I'm already going to be biased. Like, he's guilty. 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 So, this woman, like, what pissed me off about her was that she had stated, and I don't know if you've seen it, but juror number 8 is an African-American woman who's about 21, and she was on the jury. She's one of the people who did not feel that that Michael Dunn had committed first-degree murder. But she went on this rant about how the case was not about race, and she didn't see him as a racist man, and she felt that he was a good person, and he had good intent, and he was just a victim of, you know, what happened, and blah, 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 blah. And basically, she fell into all the sugar candy-coated crap that the defense tried to put on the jury as far as dehumanizing Jordan Davis and making him seem like some aggressive person. And basically, she took all of that bait, and she fits into that demographic that prosecutors and defendants want when it comes to a case. You always want a juror who is just such an idiot that you can literally just mold them to think whatever you say is the grand law of the world and that's how things should be. So when she went on that rate, I don't know, but what pissed me off is anytime a person who looks like me speaks on a social issue that really pertains to race and has the nerve to say on national TV it had nothing to do with race, all you do is give justification for everybody else who is already in their whole color blindness. There's no racism, so we should stop fussing about it. So get rid of affirmative action, get rid of the fair housing program, get rid of this, get rid of that. You give all of them bait, and you give them all fertilizer and fuel to make their arguments. So juror number 8, you need to have many seats, alright? You are effing it up for the people that are working hard. Like, basically, she's making it seem as if something like the stand your ground law, there's nothing wrong with it. So, whatever. Moving on. God, Lord, good thing I'm going to church tomorrow. I'm sorry for saying that about her, but okay, she do look like she could have came from under the overpass, though. And they could have ran a comb through her head. At least when I'm having a bad hair day like today, I put on a hat, alright? Because you don't want to know what's up under this. Somebody said, why didn't you do a video about the House and the Senate causing all that chaos in 2013? I actually made a few, but I just didn't put them up because they were too long. And a lot of times when I'm really passionate, my videos get extremely long. And sometimes I'll say things in the video that I know are not going to come out or they're not going to be interpreted the right way, and I don't feel like dealing with the controversy, i.e. my shit white people say about racism series that people, you know, basically watched it and it turned into, oh, you're racist and you hate white people. I'm like, no, all I did was restate and reiterate things that my white friends had said to me in high school, and I just put it on video just to showcase to you some of the things that I've been told about race and culture in America. And it turned into a, he's racist, oh my gosh, and then my stuff is on like fortune.com or .net, that little crazy message board, and I'm like, I don't got time. So I didn't put some of the videos up. Same thing, somebody asked, how come you didn't do a Richard Sherman video? Same story, my Richard Sherman video was like 40 minutes. I was like, it's a little too long to put out. So, I don't know. There'll be some other ones coming though. Somebody asked me, who do you think has potential to blow up musically? In my opinion, I think as far as the era of having the superstar, I think that era's kind of died out. So the Beyoncés and the Lady Gagas and the Adeles and the Rihannas and them, I feel like they're the last of a dying breed in pop culture. And the age of people selling millions upon millions of records and all this other stuff, it's going to fade out. The industry is kind of shifting to a different direction, and people will still be famous and successful, but the big megastars, the Michaels and the Janets and Mariahs, and I sold 200 million records, all that crap is long gone. But to answer your question, I think 7th Street has a really good shot at catching on if she can just get the right team behind her. She has all the potential. She has just enough, dance ability. She can really sing. She looks attractive enough and everything. Like, everything, she has the package. She's a great contender. I think Luke James is one for the R&B world. I don't think he'd cross over that well into pop, but he has a really great singing voice. He'll do really well in R&B. I like Emily Sandé. She's already blown up overseas. America's still trying to get into her, but she's an actually she's a really great artist. Ariana Grande, I think, has a shot. I don't think they can figure out what to do with her marketing in this era, which is why she didn't really come off as huge as she is. Right now, I just call her Diet Mariah. So when they figure out what to do with her, as far as imaging, she's really going to amount to something huge. Who else? Well, those are the 4 I can think of. I'll think about some more later. Somebody said, when is the next Generation Black episode coming out? It's been more than a month. Look, people, let me explain something. No, just kidding. If you don't know what they're talking about, Generation Black is a web series that I've been working on with my friend Janae. And basically, we launched in December of 2013. But to go to your question, what I have learned in this process of writing and directing and starring in and producing and filming and editing a web series is that it takes a lot of time and effort. And sometimes things happen. Sometimes you plan on filming a certain day, but the weather sucks and you need to film outside, but you can't get your cameras wet. Or you filmed a scene and it didn't come out that good, so you got to redo it. And then you have a cast that lives all over the region. You can't ever get all of them together. So episode 3 will be coming out shortly. We just have to film 2 more scenes for it. Episode 4 is already done, but I can't put episode 4 out until episode 3 is out because now the story follows and everything. But I do appreciate everybody who's been supporting the show. You can subscribe to our channel. It's called Generation Black 2013. And it has, so far there's 2 episodes. You guys have been really great at spreading the word about it, and I appreciate it. But yeah, the episodes are coming. They just take a minute. And plus, our show is long. Like, the episodes are like 35 minutes. So you get a full episode. So that should hold you for a month. Because, some of the other web series, their episodes are like 5 and 6 minutes. So you can, of course, you need a new one every week. Generation Black, you're not going to get that. Because we're giving you a full package. So work with me, okay? Somebody asked, speaking of this, somebody said, your channel would be funnier if you didn't always bring up race. My bad. So, well, actually, no, it's not my bad. Unfortunately, race is something that affects me and people that look like me and people that I'm passionate about, and affects the rest of the country and the world. So whenever I feel the need to speak about it, it's something I feel that just needs to be addressed. Everyone's afraid to talk about it, and I don't know why. But it's one of my favorite things to talk about. And not because I have hatred in my heart, but just because I really would like to educate people about the social construct of race and why it is important in our 2014 society. Even though people try to brush it under the rug, that's why we're having so many problems now, because people don't want to talk about anything. Everybody wants to act like stuff doesn't exist. Somebody said, where's your comedy videos? You haven't done any in like 2 years. I know. I'm trying to get back into, and if you don't know, I do stand-up comedy on the side. I have not done a show since, like July of 2012. It's been a really long time since I've been on the stage and done comedy, but I've just been busy. But I'm making an effort to go and get back on the stage, so that will be coming. I'm just busy with my Generation Black project. I'm busy, so it's kind of hard to get on the stage sometimes. Same thing with the dancing. I really wish I could get back into it because I really miss performing a lot. Somebody said, does it bother you that your channel doesn't have a larger audience? Not really, and the reason I'll say that is because I think my channel is very different from what a lot of people are doing. A lot of people who have the 2 and 3 million subscribers that I would love to have, a lot of the time their sole purpose is to make you laugh, and that's great. They entertain you guys, they give you stuff that makes you laugh. You can watch it during lunch at work, and it's great, and hell, I watch this stuff too, it's funny. But I think my channel, yeah, I make a video every now and then that's comedic, but a lot of my stuff, I speak a lot about social issues and stuff I'm passionate about, like music and stuff in the news and just, life in general. So for me, it doesn't bother me because I wouldn't expect 400,000 people to watch a 20-minute video about me ranting about why R&B is dead. Or I wouldn't expect you know, to gain 30,000 subscribers after I just made a video about why America's still racist and ain't shit depending on what day of the week it is, you know? So, the subscribers I do have, I appreciate. I think, you know, my audience, I got a small little following, but I appreciate you all. So, I don't really, it doesn't bother me. Plus, honestly, my channel's not even monetized anymore. I don't even get paid for the videos that I make. If you notice, you don't see the ads on my channel anymore. So, honestly, if I was in it for the YouTube fame and success, I'd probably do it on another channel so I could at least get the ads and the advertisements and the checks coming in. But I guess to go to the second part, because the second part of the question was, well, what is your goal for your channel or you personally? I guess, you know, I just would like to expand my reach as far as, I guess, what I put out there. My long-term goal in real life is to own my own production company and do sitcoms and music and be a tour director and blah, 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 and all the other stuff. So for me, it would be great for somebody important to see this and then take me off of YouTube into production, because I don't want to just be on YouTube forever and be a YouTube celebrity. I would actually like to get off of the internet and into your television sets. Somebody said, will you ever sing? Probably not. I always goof off and pretend to sing and do all those little random things in my videos, but no. I don't like my singing voice, because honestly, to be honest with y'all, I don't like my speaking voice either, because I have a very high-pitched nasally voice. And then when I get into my element and start talking really fast like I've been doing in this video, my voice can be a little annoying. As far as singing, my voice is cool, but I don't think that's the direction I want to head in. So even though I think I sing better than half these people that be uploading videos, but that's not really my direction. Even though I have done a whole bunch of music workshops and even directed a choir before. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. Send your questions, your comments, blah, 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 all that great stuff. I will get to them probably in maybe a week or two. We'll see. Maybe we can make this something I do every like 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm out. Subscribe and good night.